Hello, hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome to Monday morning. It's Monday. We're going to do a little activity in my daily journal, which, if all truth be told, hasn't been very daily. Let's be honest about it. All right, here's my daily journal. We're going to do another entry. We're going to get this ready. Let me lift you up a little bit so you can see more. There we go. And say good morning. Hopefully this is not whacked out. Hang tight. Why is that looking? I might have to switch you guys around. Hang tight. Let me see what this is looking like on the Book of Faces. What are you guys seeing? Because it appears to me it's sideways. If you woke up this morning and your screen is sideways, it might be Gracie. It may not be you. It just might be me. Is it me? Oh, it is me. Oh, good gravy. I even used Business Suite, which you know isn't as easy as just going live in the app, but whatever. We're here. We're gonna make it work. Okay, here's what we got. Bless our nest. Hello, hello. God bless you. Welcome to Monday. I'm just printed out the new monthly files that I need to get February going. So here is January, and I missed some days, so whatevs. We're just gonna jump ahead. Left off there. Here's February. So this journal has 4 months in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have got to put together February is what we're at. This will be March, but in February we need to put our stuff in there. So welcome. Let me see. Can you see me? I know, Terry. I was sideways. It was me, and it wasn't you. It was me. We got you fixed though. Hey, Janet. Hey, Janet. Rita, welcome. How are you guys? Thanks for being here. Do me a favor, would you loves? Would you bless the nest and share this out there? Oh my gosh, I would appreciate it so much. I sure would. Okay, here's what we got to do. We have weekly, and I think there are 4 weeks this month, so I need 4 of these. And then we have our monthly cover, and then we have our trackers. There's an extra page here. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get it all set up. So I've just been gluing this on. Isn't this gorgeous? This is 49 Dragonflies. I've been purchasing her file every month for about 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months. I don't know. It's been a while because she puts these together. I learned this little system from her, so I'm taking it from her, and then she puts these files together so that if you want to follow along, you can sure use her files, which makes it super easy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to tear here. Then I'll use that somewhere else. It's so pretty. Look at how the flower is drippy. Can you see that? Man, that's pretty. Man, oh man, it's pretty. What's everybody up to this morning? Talk to me, friends. What are you doing? What you got going on? What's happening in your world? Day after Super Bowl. Who's recovering from that? I mean, for me, recovering means like diet cleanse. Although my husband said to me when I said, oh, you're going to the grocery store. They were going to the grocery store. He and my son were going to they were going to Walmart to get like socks, and they needed some like long underwear and stuff like that. So he was taking my teenage son, and I said, well, if you're going, why don't you get some snacks for the Super Bowl? Because we really don't have a whole lot. And he said, I don't want to eat junk foods. I'm not getting any snacks. I said, just get me a vegetable tray. That was the junk. A veggie tray. Oh my goodness. And he said, I picked the one that had broccoli because he knows I love broccoli with like ranch dressing. Yum. So he said, I picked that one. So not that we ate junk, but I ate a lot. Like I ate a lot of veggies. We had a meat and cheese kind of tray. I didn't do a ton of crackers, but I had some pretzels. Probably weren't the best, you know, not the best when you're trying to watch your weight. But so for me, recovery means just, you know, trying not to eat so many bad things today. Now this is rather large compared to what I think she does most months. I think in January I just hand wrote, like, yeah, I did just write it by hand. And I actually put this on the inside cover. So I did this for my cover page and then put it on the inside. So let's do that same thing because she has such pretty papers. Let's pick one that could be the cover. One that's a little, that gives me room for, like this one, gives me room for putting February on there. The other ones are all pretty darn full, aren't they? There's one more, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do this one for the cover. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. Oh my goodness. And then this, we'll need this, so there's no need in wasting anything here. We're going to get this down a little bit. So how was your super, oh, thanks, Annette. Thank you. Who watched the Super Bowl? I wasn't, I mean, I was there. I was doing stuff like, you know, I had some laundry going, and Gannon had to make a cake for school today, to bring to school today. So we were working, Gannon and I were working on getting that batter ready and baking it, which was a big deal only because this stuff had to be like room temperature. So I didn't know that. Like, we took the eggs out and I'm like, oh my gosh, the eggs are supposed to be room temperature. So then we had to wait a while. Same thing with the butter. So that was a little fussy, but we got it done. So we did that, and I was just kind of putzing around. I don't like to sit still. Oh, that did not work. I think I need a flat surface, girls, for this process. I have a hard time sitting still. So the kids and Chris were kind of sitting still while I was moving around. It keeps slipping out of here. Keeps slipping. So although I watched it, I wasn't like super tuned in. You know what I mean? I was there. I was supportive of those who love to watch that stuff. Okay, now I'm going to put February down here. I kind of wouldn't mind it being a little bit bold. So let me look at my stamps because I've been using letter stamps. And I have these options. Let me see what I did in January. Yeah, I really like this set here. And I want it to show up really well. So I think I'm going to put it on another piece of paper. So let me go through some fabric, paper scraps and see. Hey, Tamara, how are you, friend? Hey, Wendy. Terry, 49 Dragonflies. Go to 49 Dragonflies, go to her website, and you can purchase these printables. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. All right, let me find a piece of paper. I'm thinking about where would this be, Gracie? I want something dark. I think I'm going to do something dark, maybe even black. Yeah, there we go. That was easy. I found it right away. Thank you, thank you. That was so easy. All right, we're going to do January on here. So I think I will stamp it, and then we will tear it out and use that. So I don't use it often, but I'm going to use my white and hope that this shows up real well. And this one's going to say February. So we need make sure we get our spelling right. All right, here's the F. Oh, it's still connected. I haven't used it yet. Oh, yes. There we go. I don't always care if this is straight or not. In fact, I kind of like it to be a little messy. That did not come through very well. There, that's better. So I better stamp. I better wet it twice. So it's going to be a little wonky, and I kind of like it that way. Feb. I need the B. I need the B. Where are you, B? Here you are. Should I get you down? I do too, Tamara. Isn't it so pretty? I really love it. I think I'm going to end up making another book out of just this printable. Like a whole nother book because I love it that much. Look at how goofy it is. I love it. I love it. I like things a little unconventional. Where's the U? Is the U, it looks like the N. Is it the same thing? It's not. I mean, it wouldn't be, but it kind of looks like an upside down N. I don't see, oh, here. They look the same. They look so similar. If you lose your U or your N, it wouldn't be the end of the world. February. Anybody ever stamp something spelled wrong? I've been known. I've been known to do it. I need that R again. All right, where's my Y? Where are you, Y? There you are. Debbie, isn't it so pretty? It's from 49 Dragonflies. I cannot take credit for it. I grabbed it from her yesterday while we were watching the Super Bowl. I went to her site. Oh no, I was on the treadmill. I went down to on the treadmill and I was able to I was like, oh, she released it. And I'm just behind. She always releases it right at the first of the month or right before. And it's already the 10th, 11th, 10th. And I hadn't printed it yet. So now I have it. It's time to update my daily journal and start adding stuff to it. I have not been very good. I'm trying to get into the practice of daily. I am more apt to do a weekly journaling. I would like to get into a daily journaling, but it's taking me a little bit of time. Anybody do daily journaling? It's really, really light, but it works. It works. I wonder if I wanted to, would it work to distress in white? Oh yeah, it works. Let's do it. Let's do some edging. That's crazy that it works. I mean, why wouldn't it? I mean, it's opaque white ink. It looks frosty. And you know what? It's going to be almost 50 below here today. We're in a weather advisory for extremely cold temperatures. So not a good day to be walking the dog. We don't have a dog, but if you had one, this is not the day to tell the child to go take the dog for a walk. All right, I'm thinking this is going to go here, but actually, yeah, I like it in the blue, in this realm of the blue. So let's put it down here. I do too. I absolutely love the colors. So beautiful, right? Oh, I think this is clogged. Imagine that. 21 of you here. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time this Monday with me. I appreciate your company. Talk to me though. Tell me what you guys are up to. What you doing? What you doing? We have an unusual week. Oh, this thing. We have Gannon's friend who, he's a great kid. We really, really like this kid. He is going to be staying with us for the first half of this week because his parents are going to be out of town and they didn't want to leave him home alone. Love that, and we love to have him, so we're like kind of adopting him this week. I can't wait. It's going to be fun to have him here, so I'm really excited about that. He's a great kid. So that, and then all right, we're just going to let that sit and let's work on the next page, and then we'll glue this in place. So I'm just going to put that aside. Let's grab all our other printables. And then on Thursday, my hubby is taking Gannon, my high school senior. They are going on a snowmobile trip out to Wyoming, I think. I think they're going to Wyoming. So that'll be different. They'll be gone. They'll be off and doing their thing. I have to rip out all of these. I do like the torn edges. So just bear with me, friends, as we do this. I need 4 of them, right? There are 4 weeks this month. Let me pull up a calendar. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 5, actually. So here's the thing. The first of the month was on a Saturday. So I am going to need 5 sheets if I want to stay true to that. Okay. So there's 1. I don't know. She actually put these all on the same side this time. So I may be able to rip more than 1 at a time. you know, I don't know that the ruler's going to work, but we can try. Let me grab the other one. I have 2 of these tear rulers. Here's a pink one. The other one was it just was slipping. It was slippery dippery. No, see, it just keeps slipping from under there. So I guess we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way, girls. Ah, that's painful to me because it's just going to take a hot minute. Oh, ripped right into the calendar. And this is just going to be little bits of paper all over the floor because I just throw them on the floor until I'm done. This does a better job when there's a lot of paper on both sides of it. Then it doesn't slip. But when there's just a little itty bitty bit, it slips. That one didn't. Yay, but look at how pretty. Are you kidding me with these? Are you kidding me, Barb? They're so pretty. I'm talking to the lady who made them. Not that she can hear me. She lives in Austria, I believe. She's super talented. I found a piece of, do you ever do this? Sometimes I find, you know, I throw this stuff on the floor, but I mean, like I brush it off and it sometimes lands on my lap. And then when I stand up, it falls off my lap and onto the floor, and then I sweep it up and throw it out. Well, sometimes I find bits of paper and fabric in other parts of the home because it must be like stuck on my pants or something. And then I walk away and then I'll find like a piece of lace in the dining room. Oh, Gracie, a piece of lace in the dining room, or, you know, something like that. And it's like, huh, how'd you get out here? How did you get out here? All right, let's do these 3 at once on this side. Can it do it? Come on. This is regular printer paper. It's not even like cardstock or anything. It's just giving me a hard time, man. It's giving me a hard time. You have Arctic cold. Tomorrow, what's your weather like this week? What are we talking? What temps do you got, girl? All right, that was like a quicker version of getting that done, so that was nice. Let's do these. Nice, right? Now this one is a little harder because it's just that tiny little bit. So it doesn't really want to cooperate with the ruler. Glitter in the garage. Oh, you get glitter in your garage? That's hilarious. Hey, there are worse things. Glitter's so pretty. It's so pretty. We were joking. Gannon, you know, my son has a truck that he drives to school. Family truck. You know, we say it's Gannon's truck, but really, he doesn't own it. We do. We always point that out to him. It is our truck. You don't get to do what you want with it. So we were in his truck one day going somewhere, and there was glitter. And we're like, what is all this glitter in your truck? Like, who's been in your truck? And he was like, what? No, there hasn't been anybody. I'm not doing anything. And we were like teasing him, just like jokingly having fun with him, teasing him. And I said to my husband, I think he brought a gift to his girlfriend at some point, and it was in a bag, a gift bag that had glitter on it. I'm going to tape this with my vintage tape. So anyway, he was like, no, I didn't do anything, I promise. I wasn't sneaking around. Oh my gosh, that poor child. Look at this one's gray, which is perfect for this. Well, the browns would work too, actually. What color do you want, Gracie? You make a decision. We kind of need a long piece. I may cut one of these down because I don't want to lose the ability to write on that. So I think I'm going to cut this in half so that I get a long skinny piece instead of a long thick piece. Just so it doesn't mess up with my ability to write. I ripped it, and instead of throwing it out and printing a new one, we're going to try to piece it back together. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty, he had a great fall. There we go. That's what we're doing, girls. Here we go. We got it. We got it. All right. That little piece of tape I don't need. Can go over there. All right. These are all ready. Now I have to write the dates on them. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see how she designs them all different but coordinated? They're so pretty. So pretty. Okay. And then this one. Nope, not that one. Where's my month? Here it is, the month. So I've been doing this in marker because the first few times I did it all like here. These I stamped. This I wrote in because it just, oh my gosh, all those tiny little letters. It was like, that's just going to take too long. So we're going to write in and then maybe stamp. Let's just see. I don't know. I don't think, to me, it doesn't bother me if some of the stuff is written and some of it is stamped. Are you guys, how would you feel about that? Are you kind of a purist when it comes to that stuff? I think I want black, but let me just see how fine of a point I can get here. No, that one's too chubby. Too chubberino. Let's go with a, nope. I want it to be thick enough to see, but finer than that chubby one. That's a brush. I don't want a brush. I love these liner pens. Markers, I should say. Where's my 1 point? Oh, that's not it. That's super fine. All right, that's the, I think the font, the biggest one I can find is 0.8. 0.4. Okay, we're gonna go with this guy. It's nice to have options, right? It feels dry. Uh-oh. It feels dry. I love that it's in my own handwriting, so someday when my kids get this book, you're not picky either. Right, mix it up, Lynn, right? And it takes the pressure off. It totally takes the pressure off. I think anyway. I mean, there's so many other places like my checkbook that I have to be accurate. So let's not worry about being accurate here. This is supposed to be fun. All right, the first was on a Saturday, so we're here. And then we just follow through. What is bumpy right there? Oh, piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even use this one, actually, other than to refer to it to see what day of the week. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's feeling dry. 15, 16. You know how to count. I don't need to do this aloud. I'm doing it more aloud for myself than for you. Oh my gosh, Gannon, I came across the 22nd. Gannon's birthday is next month on that date, and he will be 18 years old. Girls, how did it happen? All right, 28th is on a Friday, right? Did I get it right? Yes, I did. Okay, that will go. So I have, where did my other sheet go? Now, should I stamp or what? I don't mind stamping. You know, it's just a matter of preference. Where did the cover page go? Girls, what do we do with it? Oh, good gravy, Gracie. Gracie Grew, what you do? I have stuff in my book to put in there. All right. Where's the pretty cover? Where did it go? I put it aside and now I can't find it. Oh, it's going to be one of these days, is it? Is that how you're going to act? Is that how you're going to be with me Monday? I don't know. Let's just get to work. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, now, I do kind of like the stamp, but I'm not going to lie, so let's do it. It's going to take a minute, but it's not bad. It's nothing terrible. It's not that horrible or difficult. It's just good old-fashioned fun. All right, so we are starting on a Saturday. We're starting with the 1st. So let me get all my little numbers out. Talk to me, friends. Talk to me, talk to me. What do you got going on today? What do you got going on this week? What are you looking forward to watching on social media? What creatives are doing what? Tell me. Or what do you have? Like, are there things going on locally? We went to a comedian on Saturday night. We don't normally do stuff like that, but friends of ours invited us. They were like, oh, there's a comedian coming to a town about 40 miles from us, which in rural, you know, it's like, oh, that's close enough. We can go. So Saturday is February 1st. So we went with 3 other couples on Saturday night for dinner. And then we went to a comedian, and he was actually pretty good. He was pretty good. He actually was on for like, man, it was like an hour and a half. It was a long show, longer than we thought it would be. 3, where's 4? I try to keep them all facing me once I start using them so I can easily find them, because this goes by pretty quick. 4, 5. Once you get into the double digits, it's really easy. 6. I can see I got paper hanging from my shirt. My sweater is fluffy, so everything sticks to it. 7. Uh-oh, where's the 8? Here it is. 8. 9. Okay, now the single digits are actually quite easy. Let's use this one for 10. So now I'm going to be using the 1 a lot. So I'm going to go 9. This is going to be 10, 11, and then I'm just going to go like this. 12. Uh-oh, I only got 1 out of that. 12, 13, 14, 15. See, I don't know if this is going to work over the tape. We'll see. All right, now we fill in the blanks. And, you know, it's all going to be wacky. Like, they're not going to be straight. They're going to be doubled up. I don't care about any of it. I actually quite like that it's mucked up. If you know me, you know that. 13, 14. Anybody else doing a daily journal? And what kind? Do you do a gratitude journal? Do you do a written journal? I love to do travel journals. That's a pretty regular part of my life. All right, so the next one has to be 17. So we're going to have 17, and then 18, and then 19, 20. This one will be 21. So I'll put that down. I try to be efficient about it. Not picking it up and putting it down a bunch of whole times. 19. There's 20. 20. 21, 22, 23. Who do you know that's going live today doing something fun that I can watch for? I don't know anybody's schedule. That's going to be 24, then 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, there's only 28. I almost did 29. I'm just going to offload this back here. All right. Focusing, girls. 26, 27. So it's funny. I am absolutely starving this morning. I've been intermittent fasting, so I've not been eating until, like, I don't eat until dinner time almost, if I can make it. It gives me between 17 and 19 hours of fasting. So I did that all last week. They are so nice. Okay. So anyway, it's on the days like yesterday. So Sunday, I've been more relaxed. I'm not quite doing that many hours because we always go to church and then for breakfast, and I don't want to miss breakfast with my family. So I've been, you know, only fasting for 12 or 13 hours on breaking my fast on Sunday morning at that time. When I eat, like yesterday, I told you I ate a lot yesterday. None of it was terrible, but I did eat a lot. So the next day, I'm always like starving. even, Marvin? I cannot find, girls, I cannot find my February. I have stuff that needs to be entered in here. Where did I put my cover for this month? There it is. It just was hiding on me. All right, let's start putting them in. Let me check the comments. Yeah, see, I am too, Tamara. I am too. Good morning, Tony Lynn. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm great. How are you? Annette's in Australia where I live, and it's so hot. The temperature's going to be around 110. Wow, Annette. First of all, I didn't know you lived in Australia. Is that a change for you than when I met you? Like, or how long have you lived in Australia? That's awesome. First of all, cool. Never been there. I don't know that I ever will, but I think it's pretty cool. It looks like a fascinating place. Looks really beautiful, actually. But 110, holy buckets, you have totally different. So it's about, what, 115 degrees hotter where you are than where I am today. Isn't that wild to think about? Look at how easy, girls. Once you get it, you just put it down. Once you get it together. And then you can start doing entries. I absolutely love that. All right, so I'm going to put, I'm kind of liking this way of doing it. I've been changing it up a little bit each time. So now this monthly, the whole monthly calendar will go here, and it feels a little bit long. I'm going to take off a little more here. I got to get some laundry done. I'm washing the floors today, or I should say the iRobot's washing the floors. I got to get to see our financial guy about some year-end stuff and the accountant. I got stuff to do today, man. When you own a business, year-end is just, you know, doing your tax stuff. It's just no fun, man. It's no fun. There we go. There's February. Now, I have to determine for myself, I have to put 5 weeks in. So I'm going to look at all my pages before I decide. Like, I don't want to cover that up. That would be a good page to put some photos on. Like, let's look at months past. Like, here where I put, like, photos of things. The decorative pages, to me, are good places to do that. So I'm going to try to leave that, but let's lay out what we would do. I don't mind covering the telephone book page. So 1, 2. Then here, I probably would cover this page, 3, 4. Before I glue anything down, I like to outline. And then let's go to the 10th. How many more pages do I have in here? 17th could go here. You need a couple of pages in between, because if you are keeping daily ephemera, movie tickets, like, you know, stuff like that, you kind of do want some separation. So let's do a little more, because I have more pages than that. So let's do that there. Let's move this one maybe to here. And then we'll move this one to here. And then this one to here. Is that all of them? Yeah. So 24, there's 23. Make sure I didn't miss any. There's 16, then we're looking for 9. Yep, that's where we're doing it. And then 1 and 2. Okay, now we just glue them down. Thanks for answering, Lynn. Yeah, she gives you 3 files. She also has an ephemera pack with, like, envelopes and tuck spots and tags and stuff. I bought that the first couple of months, but I don't really use it, so I stopped buying that one. I just buy her blank calendar pages and her background pages. And she does one every month. They have a different theme, which I love. I do love. So I will do some entries. Oh, geez, Louise, what you do there? I will do some entries so you can kind of see how I use it. You don't have to use it the same way I do, but it is really fun to kind of catalog your life in a journal. And if you're in the practice of making junk journals, it's a great way to use them. I mean, it really is a great way to use them. See, I'm not too concerned. I kept these here so that if I wanted to put beads on them, I could. That's why they're kind of so long. Okay, here I have to decide. This was an 8.5. It was a legal piece of paper. I'm just going to fold that extra piece the other way so that if I decide I want to use it somehow, I can. There's my tear in my paper. I'm just going to try to be very gentle around it. Oops. I didn't have a good grip on it. I am absolutely starving today. I don't know how I'm going to make it till 5 o'clock. I've had a whole bunch of coffee this morning. I need to gulp down some water. And then just forget about it. I have to put my mind off of it because if I keep thinking about how hungry I am, I'm going to be compelled to go find something to eat, which will break my fast earlier than I want. Gotta keep busy, friends. Gotta keep busy. We're trying this out to see if I can lose some of my menopause weight, because normal modes of, you know, taking care of that, it's just not working. So we're going to try something different here. I'm not opposed to trying different things. I'm trying to make sure I get my, you know, my edges, because on this particular project, I do want my edges. I don't want them floaty. I want them really stuck down. See, like I missed that one. Okay, that's it. And then this will be March. So that is all of February is together. Yay. Oh, except, and I will do this later, I have to do my trackers. So I'll do that later. Okay. What I am going to do now, let's take a look at what I had from, I did do this in January. I decided to put weekly tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just thought that would be fun and cute, a way to get to those weeks quickly. Now, I had some stuff here that I wanted to put in my journal. A couple of poems that I found that I like, and then this was a gift from Terry. Terry, you sent this to me, and I kind of want it in here. I don't remember when in January I got that. I think I got it in January. I don't remember when. But I'm going to find a cute little place for this to live. And I wrote on the back, like there's a note on the back from Tara. I think it was January. It might have even been earlier than that. There's a note on the back from her. I'm going to put a little ribbon here. And then I think I'm going to paper clip it and write right here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get, this book is getting kind of bulky, so I'm not going to do a really bulky paper clip. I think I'm just going to do a simple regular paper clip. Let me get a little ribbon for the top of it, or jute or something. I just have scraps of ribbon, right? There's like a gray satin. And then I'm going to write a note for myself. Terry, are you still here? That's from you, my friend. Good morning, Gwen. Tamara already went live today. What else do you know, Tamara? Who else is live? Who should we watch for? Who should we be watching for? Lived in all my life, South Australia. I moved closer to the beach to be near my children. I have 6 grandchildren, 4 years and under. Oh my gosh. They'll have twin boys in November. You have a house full when the family's over. That's a beautiful, blessed thing. Annette. God is good, right? God is good. All right, I'm gonna put that there. It's not wanting to cooperate, but we're gonna just make it there. That's so cute. And then here I'm gonna write. This has some gold on it, so I think I'll write in a different color. I thought my pink, oh, it's in my office. I have a pink gel pen, but it's in my office. That is right. A gift from Crafty Chick, Terry Green, with Happy Mail. Okay, that. So then I have these poems that I found that I printed out because I absolutely love them. And I think I want to put these in here. So I'm gonna tear one out. I think I'm going to tear this one because I kind of like the color. I probably can put this in more than one place. I could use these to make journal cards for junk journals. So that's why I printed 4 of them. I didn't necessarily need to have a full 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 10 version of this. I can read it to you guys. It's so pretty. It says, sleep sweet within this quiet room, O thou, whoever thou art, and let no mournful yesterday disturb thy peaceful heart, nor let tomorrow scare thy rest with dreams of coming ill. Thy Maker is thy changeless friend, his love surrounds thee still. Forget thyself and all the world, put out each feverish light. The stars are watching overhead. Sleep sweet, good night, good night. It's from Ellen Gates. Isn't it sweet? I love it. I love it. I love it. I just think, oh my gosh, that would be so pretty over like a nursery, in a nursery or in a child's room as their nightly prayer. Okay, I just want to take a peek and see, like I have blank pages here, that if something is date bound, like my sister sent me some Happy Mail, and that was during that week, so I put it in week 3, the label. Maddie gave me, I was sick earlier in January, and she gave me like a care package, and so I put that in there. There's the roses she gave me, and then there's the note card that was in the care package. So if there's something that is date specific, I'll try to put it date specific. This isn't date specific. Oh, this must be. I don't know this. I found this. I used to have this, like, I think it was like a calendar thing. It just had all these pages like this, and the kids would color on them. And I found this one in my office. Like, such a sentimental fool. I never have, I never will throw out stuff like this. This is ephemera. Something you would normally throw out, but of course I can't, so I keep it. Like that little note card. I can't throw it out. So I'm gonna, instead of throwing it out, I don't know when, and I don't know which child did this, but I know it's from one of my kids. So I'm gonna put it in here. Let me just see how much room I have left this month. Oh, I have plenty of room to put all the things. This one actually might be pretty right there. So let's put this one right there. Oops. I have so much stuff from my kids that I would just stick it in a drawer. I'm like, I can't throw that out. So I'd stick it in my bedside table or in a book or something. Now, with having this daily journal option, you have a place to put them. Okay, now the prayer. Oh, and then I have these little tea bags, which that week that I was sick, I was really enjoying this tea. So it was kind of in this the more beginning part of the month. So these would be good right here. Like that. Why not? Let's do it. Let's not overthink it, right? Who would have thought? Chamomile anise tea. Good combination. I really like it. In fact, I should make some this morning. I don't know. So I will just write myself a little note. Enjoyed so much while it was so soothing while I was sick. Now, when I'm not sick, like to me, I'd much rather have a coffee than tea, but when I'm sick for some reason, is anybody else like that? Tea is my way to go. So see how it all starts to come together with all the little pretty things that you've been collecting through the month. You get to put them in your book. You know, I could, where do I like this one? That's the last page, and then we're into February. That's pretty. I don't need to cover up the bird. I think I'm going to put this here. I don't know why, just because. There's no rhyme or reason. Hey, Kim, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Amber. Thanks, Janet. She says the variety is great in this journal. Well, I thank you for saying so. It's just fun to put it together. And so relaxed, and a great way to keepsake your daily life. And kind of, my sister writes, I think I've told you guys this before, my sister writes in a journal every day, but it's like a composition notebook, and she literally writes like, today I went to the grocery store, made a ham for supper, like, you know, after work, we went for a walk. That's the kind of stuff. And I do it like Walmart grocery pickup, religious ed. We did the Circle of Grace. So I do write things like that. I want to get into a habit of doing that. Like there are days I just miss. I just don't do it. But I would like to get into the habit of doing it every day. So I will go back to my calendar in January, because I have my January calendar that tells me what I did on those days, and where I can, I'll write them in, you know. If there was like a special, if I had a special get together with friends, or if I was working or whatever, I will write those in. I will go back to my calendar and do that. I would prefer if I could just get into the habit of writing this stuff daily. Okay, this one I'd like to put in here too. Poetry for the Heart, The Age-Long Minute from Amy Carmichael. Thou art the Lord, I was going to say Lord, my Boston accent. Thou art the Lord who slept upon the pillow. Thou art the Lord who soothed the furious sea. What matter beating wind and tossing billow, if only we are in the boat with thee. Hold us in quiet through the age-long minute, while thou art silent and the wind is shrill. Can the boat sink while thou, dear Lord, art in it? Can the heart faint that waiteth on thy will? It's a poem by Amy Carmichael. It's so pretty. It's on, I think, this one I think I found on her website. No. I got it from Elizabeth. What's her name? Hold on, girls. I'm going to see if I can find it for you. Elizabeth. Oh, goodness. What's her name? I get she had a blog, has a blog. Her family, I think she's passed away, but her family keeps up. She used to do talks on, you know, life and being a woman, and on faith. She used to go around the country doing those kind of talks. I can't remember her last name. Does anybody know her last name? I just can't remember at this moment, but I got this, I think, from her website. All right. So I think I'm just going to put this in here as well. So maybe right here. I'm going to tear this other side. Does anybody know who this lady, I can't remember the last name. Pink was my husband's favorite color. Not, but we had the grandkids convinced it was. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Callie. Hey, Tammy. My twins didn't want anything to do with the drawings, etc. when they were young. Now that they're 30 and I have children of their own, they're asking for stuff for them. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's hilarious. When my kids were little, I just made sure that the TV was not on all the time. We purposefully had a lot of downtime. I wanted them to learn how to be quiet with themselves, how to entertain themselves. And so if they, they went outside a lot when they could, and when they were bored, I'd say, okay, let's get out some crayons, let's get out some finger paints. We did all let's do Legos, things that were very, good for them, good for their brain development. I would put on sometimes classical music and let them sit, and even when they were really, really little, before they could read, they would have those children's books that have like one page would have a bear with a puffy belly, and the next page would have a mirror where they could see themselves. Those books with the hard pages, for little fingers, little toddlers. And I would let them sit. I would put classical music on, and I'd let them sit with classical music on and look through their books, or color, or just look out at the sun and the birds out the window. I mean, I just really, really wanted them to learn how to enjoy quiet time. And I think it's a really good thing for children to learn. Whether they choose to do that as adults is up to them, right? You can't choose for them once they're adults, but as children, I tried to really put developmental things in front of them. We listened to a lot of music as opposed to TV. I would let them watch TV a little bit, of course, with very close choices of what we were allowing. And once they went to school, they really did love watching cartoons. Once they went to school, we had the rule there was no TV before school. They could be up and ready 2 hours before school. We had to leave for preschool or kindergarten, and they would want to watch cartoons, and I'd say, nope, there's no TV before school. Because I did not want their minds to be already trained toward quick, colorful entertainment. I mean, they're going to be sitting all day with the teacher, and the teacher needed to keep them busy and active. And I didn't want to make it harder for her by priming their brains with quick, bright, colorful singing and, you know, like a TV production for a child that, you know, a teacher can never compete with that. So we made sure that there was no TV before school. Just some like basic stuff that we used to do with our kids. But I love their little drawings and paintings. Yeah, it's so good, Carol. It's such good stuff. Carol Stinson, you don't have to apologize. I love that you're here. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? I have not seen you in a while, friend. Welcome. Okay, so all of this stuff. So what happens is I go through my day. If I have something, I don't know if you noticed that. If I have something that I think I want to put in my journal, I just stuff it in the front of the journal. And then the next time I pick up the journal, I'll go ahead and find a place for it in the journal. Okay, like these things that you just saw me put in there. This is sticking up a little bit. Where did I put my glue? Well, for goodness sake, Gracie. Where did it go? Where's my glue stick, girls? Oh my gosh, how does it happen that you can lose track of something so fast? Literally just used it. I don't know. We'll find it eventually. I'm just going to try to get a little bit of that on there. There we go. All right, it works. All right, now we're into February. Here's February. What is today's date? It's the 10th. So like, there's 1, 2, there's 9. I haven't written anything. So now I can start writing. Like, this was Super Bowl Sunday. And I'll write, you know, we went to church, we went to breakfast, and I'll write where, because years from now, my kids may be looking at this and not remembering. We always go to the same place, but, and then Maddie came over later. So Maddie is Lannon's girlfriend to watch the game. So we're gonna write some highlights from the day. Today is the 10th, and this is the day that Ty will be coming over, Gannon's friend, to stay through midweek. That's going to be fun. I'm excited about that. And then, like, I'll write more stuff, but on Thursday, I know for sure Gannon and Chris are leaving. Go snowmobiling with the Radios. So I just like to write key stuff, you know, like the key happenings in our lives, and then glue down or staple in all of the little ephemera from our days. So there's my daily journal. Now the cover, I have not designed the cover. I'll do that at the very end when I'm all done with the book. I kind of have that habit when I'm using a book to design the cover last, because I kind of think I want it to take on the vibe. So it has really pretty butterfly paper on the outside, this really pretty green pattern on the inside. I'll keep up with her, like this is 49 Dragonflies designed papers for each month. So I'll keep up with hers, I think, through this book. And then I don't know, maybe I'll do something different. I'm not sure. I have all of these pages left, and I still need to do my tracker. So my tracker, I'll show you real quick from last month. I'm sure it's not complete. I usually put it in an envelope page with a tab so I can pull it out. Like, there's my step tracker. Again, I have all this information from my watch, so I'll go back with my watch at some point and I'll fill in my steps for every day. And then on the back, it's a habit tracker. So if you have another habit that you keep track of, which I didn't this month, this in January. So maybe this month I'll track my my hours of fasting, since I'm doing that, and I am kind of keeping track of that in a notebook at my desk. So these will go in here as well. I just won't make you watch me do that. My son's teacher told me that he would never amount to much because he couldn't sit still, and now he's manager of John Deere. Get it, kid. Haha, good for him. Good for him. We're John Deere. We have John Deere in our, we're farming communities too, so we have John Deere where we live. When I grew up, I was like, John Deere, what the heck's John Deere? I grew up in Boston. Like, I don't know what John Deere was. Now it's a pretty commonly used business here in our town. All right, ladies, thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it so much. It's noon here. You guys go get some lunch. I'm still fasting, so I'm going to give it a while, but I'm going to drink my water and get on with my day. I got lots to accomplish, starting with probably some more laundry. So you guys, many blessings. Thanks for being here. Do me a favor and share this out. I would so appreciate you if you did that.